Polish and English and making angry noises about the Puerto Rican boy who had taken Ruth to her junior prom. Annalee Saperstein took her in, ignoring the neighborhood whispers and clucking. Annalee worked at the 24-hour coin laundry on West 79th. No one was sure when she slept, because whenever you walked past, she always seemed to be sitting at the counter doing her crossword beneath the fluorescent lights, the machines humming and rattling, no matter the hour. Joey Paston had mouthed off to her once when he ran out of quarters, and he swore the dryers had actually growled at him. So nobody was entirely surprised that Annalee believed Ruth Blonsky. And when, waiting in line at the Gitlitz delicatessen, Annalee smacked Ruth's father in the chest with the half-pound of thinly sliced corned beef she'd just purchased, and snapped that river spirits were not to be trusted, no one dared to argue. Ruth's daughter refused milk. She would only drink salt water and eat pound after pound of oysters, clams, and tiny crayfish, which had to be delivered in crates to Annalee's cramped apartment. But the diet must have agreed with her, because the green-eyed baby grew into a beautiful girl who was spotted by a talent scout while crossing Amsterdam Avenue. She became a famous model, renowned for her full lips and liquid walk, and bought her mother a penthouse on Park Avenue that they decorated with paintings of desert flowers and dry creek beds. They gave Annalee Saperstein a tidy sum that allowed her to quit her job at the coin laundry and move out of the city to Little Spindle, where she opened her Dairy Queen franchise. At least that was one of the stories about how Annalee Saperstein came to Little Spindle. And Gracie liked it because she felt it made a kind of sense. Why else would Annalee get copies of French and Italian Vogue when all she ever wore were polyester house dresses and Birkenstock sandals with socks? People said Annalee knew things. It was why Donna Bakewell came to see her the summer her terrier got hit by a car and she couldn't seem to stop crying. Not even to sleep, or to buy a can of green beans at the Price Chopper, or to answer the phone. People would call her up and just hear her sobbing and hiccuping on the other end. But somehow, the chat with Annalee managed to do what no doctor or pill could, and dried Donna's tears right up. It was why when Jason Milo couldn't shake the idea that his ex-wife had put a curse on his new Chevy truck, he paid a late-night visit to the DQ to see Annalee. And it was also why, when Gracie Michaud saw something that looked very much like a sea monster breach the waters of Little Spindle Lake, she went looking for Annalee Saperstein. Gracie had been sitting on the bank of what she considered her cove, a rocky crescent on the south side of the lake that no one else seemed to know or care about. It was too shady for sunbathers, and devoid of the picnic tables and rope swings that drew vacationers like beacons during the tourist season. She'd been skipping stones, telling herself not to pick the scab on her knee because she wanted to look good in the jean shorts she'd cut even shorter on her 14th birthday, and then doing it anyway, when she heard a splash. 1, 2, 3 humps breached the blue surface of the water, a glittering little mountain range, there and then gone, followed by the slap of... Gracie's mind refused to accept it, and at the same time clamored, a tail. Gracie scrabbled backward up the banks to the pines and dragged herself to her feet, heart jackrabbiting in her chest, waiting for the water to part again, or for something huge and scaly to haul itself onto the sand. But nothing happened. Her mouth was salty with the taste of blood. She'd bitten her tongue. She spat once, leaped onto her bicycle, and pedaled as hard as she could down the bumpy dirt path to the smooth pavement of the main road, thighs burning as she hurtled through town. It wasn't much of a hurdle, because Little Spindle wasn't much of a town. There was a mini-mart, a gas station with the town's lone ATM, a veterinary clinic, a string of souvenir shops, and the old Rotary Hall, which had become the public library after the library in Greater Spindle flooded 10 years before.